This is the Carryology and Goruck collab, the Berserker. This is the bullet version. Full cowhide leather, I believe is 1.6 millimeter thick leather, and it is gorgeous. It is very, very substantial. It smells great, and it feels great to the hand. I'm just going to show you the bag a little bit. This is new, so it's a little bit squished. If you pack it out, this is what it looks like. Isn't it a really good looking bag? So I've been looking for a full leather pack for a while, and I want something small because, you know, leather is going to be heavy, and it is more, at least for me, not for its ruggedness, but just for the styling. This would be a great bag to take to the office or to a meeting or something. So I've been looking for a bag like this for a while. There are a couple of brands out there that has something like this. They're all expensive, rightfully so. And I want something that has a modern design. So I don't want the traditional heritage saddleback leather kind of backpack. So the Bullet has that classic modern look that I like. So that was very exciting to get this guy. Another thing about this bag that makes it interesting for me is I'm not a fan of the traditional C-shaped zipper for the laptop compartment design for the Goruck, and this one has a new design where it is just a side zipper laptop pocket. So again, that is a great improvement. So very happy about it. And if you just heard, listen to this. So the zippers are very, very smooth on the side. The main zipper though are these chunky Riri zippers. So if you're not familiar with Riri zippers, they're actually the best out there, I want to say, or one of the best out there. Swiss made, very well made, very, very smooth. These are the chunky versions, so you can hear it. It kind of ride a little loud, but it's still very, very nice. And then same zipper is on the front as well. And this is, of course, the project-specific patch. Let me give you a closer look there. One thing that this bag has, which I like, but some people are talking about it, is they use 210D nylon for the back panel and for the underside of these very, very nicely padded straps. So 210D, of course, is a lesser material, literally, by definition of density, but they're smoother and easy on your clothing. So I, for one, think that it actually is a very, very good choice. Again, I'm not using this for rucking. I'm going to take this into the office. Other cool details, we have these beautiful buckles, and let me see if I can show this to you here up close. Again, you know, we don't have to use them, but they are, I haven't even taken this off, they are good quality, a little overkill, but on a design piece like this, why not? Now the quick access pocket here, which is a newer design for Goruck, it is still too small. I have a iPhone 12 here, so I'm using my 15 Pro Max to film this. This is just a 12, and if you watch how I try to put this guy in, right, with the case, it barely fits in directly, and I have to work to get this guy in. So this is the 12. My 15 Pro Max actually have a even harder time trying to get this in there. So I really wish they would make this pocket a little wider. I know this is thick leather, which makes it harder to do as well, but this is where you don't just take a bag and change the material. They need to adjust the design a little bit. Another issue with this is, you can see this doesn't close or open easily for the same reason. I believe is because this thick, now very thick leather ring flap, it's rubbing against the hardware a little bit. So we have full leather grab handle here is leather on the bottom and on the top, so very thick. It's very soft, so there must be a little bit of padding in there. Again, feels good to the hand. The front compartment, it's also standard bullet style, which is a line with this beautiful fabric. One deep compartment all the way to the bottom, but no organization. So with a little bit of stretch, you can put some items in there, but this is not a huge compartment, even though it is deep. So let's look at the inside, and I want to show you the interior fabric. So I do have a pillow just to get the shape out. So this is a custom 500D Cordura fabric that they made just for this bag. I really like this, like that it is not orange for a change. Again, I think the fans' opinion divides, but I actually was attracted to this. This is another reason why I even got this bag. This is the quick access pocket. As you can see, it is just too small. So I really wish they would make the pocket larger to make it more useful for more items and make the zipper entry wider. But beautiful interior, very well made, and there's a pocket here for just, you know, additional items. And then the front is standard Goruck design. Large bottom mesh, and then top pocket, it's security, quote unquote, in the sense that it is not open, so people cannot see what's inside. And they did this really nice touch where the top zipper is different in Goruck style, but in this case, they use some kind of, I believe, leather threads. So great idea, very much standard, but the interior, I would say, is top notch. Now, there are no MOLLE or anything, so you cannot set this up any other way except to use pouches inside. But I understand that because, you know, they want to show off this interior fabric. So if you have water bottle or you want to mount stuff, you are kind of out of luck. Maybe they should have included some tabs in there so that you can at least try to attach something inside. So this is the interior. Let me zip this back up and show it to you on body. So as you can see, the bag looks really, really nice. Whereas, well, I am 5'7", 150 pounds. So a large GR2, for example, looks kind of big on me, and the bullet is just the right size for my body shape. So love this bag, looks great for going into the office. I want to show you the laptop compartment as well. So as I said, this is the new design, very much better than the old design in terms of access. However, same problem with the quick access. Right, so I have my 14-inch MacBook Pro in there. Actually, let me do it this way. I have a very thin case, which makes it a little harder. So the whole thing is maybe 1 mil thicker total on either side. But again, I cannot fit this in straight on. The zipper is too short, so I need to go this way and then kind of angle it, and it just fit in. So it's tall enough, there's that much space there, and the bottom is suspended, I think. Actually, it is not suspended technically, but because of the thick leather, so my finger reaches all the way to the bottom. You know, it is suspended because of this thick, very nice leather bottom. But as you can see, I am having a little bit of problem getting it in and out. It takes a little bit of work. So these are just tiny usability problem, partly because the bullet is a smaller bag. But again, I think for the money, I almost want this to be, I wouldn't say perfect, but better thought out functionally. A good example is, I'm just going to show you my other favorite bag here. This is just Kodura, a custom Kodura by Porter, but this is a Porter Yoshida hybrid bag. And this bag, it's the other extreme of this, right? This is very light, thin, but highly abrasive resistant material. But this bag, every detail has been thought of, everything works perfectly, just the right amount of organization. And this is not a cheap bag either. But going back to this Berserker wallet, what do I think? It almost checked all the boxes. So as I said, I really was looking for just a nice full leather backpack that I can use. At this point, I point out all the good parts, but I really wish they would just make this a little bit more functional. So quick access pocket, just larger opening. Again, if you use this a lot, I think the accessibility issue it will show up, right? The material change, I think the design just need to change a little bit. And you can also notice how this thing sticks out. You know, it is what it is, but it just doesn't look great on a very refined bag like this. Accessing laptop, same thing. These days, a 14-inch MacBook Pro, I would argue, is the smallest real laptop out there. So people that has non-Apple product, they're even longer, and it's going to make inserting and retrieving it even harder. Another very, very minor nitpick, if you look closely at the end of this zipper, it never reaches the end because you have a very, very chunky zipper, thick, inflexible material, but this hole just bothers me, right? I'm not worried about weather resistant. You know, I'm not gonna walk in the rain with this guy for too long, but it just doesn't look good. So for in this case, a $500 bag, I just want it to be a little bit more refined. So that's just my personal opinion. So I don't think I have found the perfect or even close to perfect leather backpack for me yet. I would say if you're a Goruck fan, this is a must-have. I mean, it is a beautiful bag, a leather version of the Bullet. But if you're just looking for a high-end leather backpack that is very functional, I would not say this is necessarily the one. So this is the Carryology and Goruck collab, the Berserker edition.